Thank you so much for joining us today. Those
You're welcome.
of you who don't know Steve, he grew up in Des Moines, Iowa. He graduated from Iowa State University with a doctorate in veterinary medicine. Later, he moved to Amesbury, Mass., and where he and his wife founded Raymond Animal Hospital in 1985. If I have anything incorrect, let me know, Stephen.
Well,
so
the hospital's in Raymond, New Hampshire, not in Amesbury, but close enough.
Oh, okay. I pulled that off of our Rotary site, actually. He became a Rotary Charter member in 1990. He was president in 2000, AG in 2002, Rotary Foundation chair from 2003 through 2006, a team leader in 2008. In 2012, he received the Rotary Foundation citation for Emeritus Service. Congratulations on that. And both he and his wife, Deb, are major donors in the Paul Harris Society. So again, thank you for that too. So without further ado, let us know what's on your mind and how we can help.
So I'm glad I showed up. I thought I was speaking a little bit later. So I got so many that I'm coordinating. I'm kind of apparently don't have it straight. So thanks, Kevin, for that introduction, and I want to thank you all for welcoming me. Had a great meeting on last Tuesday with your club leadership and learned a lot more about your club. I've certainly heard a lot about your club over the years, being in Rotary for 30 years, and heard about your infamous penny sale. That's been a great fundraiser for years, and certainly your involvement in youth exchange with Jim and others that are involved there. And so it's good to get to know you. I'm sorry I'm not there in person I guess we're all kind of sorry we're not there in person. So you know, you guys have certainly been trying to continue to do great things in spite of this COVID-19 craziness. So Kevin, can I share a screen here?
Sure.
Okay.
You can go at the top of the page, share content. It's the same as mine.
Okay. Good. Okay, I'm gonna use a few slides here for part of my little talk here. And want to share our theme for this year, which is Rotary Opens Opportunities. We were certainly fits in this weird time with COVID-19 that we have to kind of think about some of the ways we've always been doing things and think about how we're going to change short term and possibly long term, and try to figure out what things we go back to from the past and what things we kind of evolve to the future. So we're kind of looking at this as an opportunity that I know I didn't know anything about Zoom before all this started, but certainly I know a lot more about it now. And some of you can probably feel the same way. So it is a great tool. And, you know, as we move forward, I imagine we'll keep using it to some extent. We'll talk a little more about having hybrid meetings here a little bit later. So as we evolve, we just have to, I guess, stay light on our feet, so to speak. Yeah. So I'll introduce you quickly to Holger Kanak. He's our current president of Rotary. Deb and I have met he and his wife Suzanne a couple of different times here. Really great people, done amazing things with youth exchange, which would be close to your heart, and been hosted many students for many years. And if you want to learn a little more about he and Suzanne, the July Rotarian has a great article about his background and his vision for Rotary and all that sort of thing. So when he presented his theme in San Diego when we were out there in January, these are kind of three of his emphasis points: to create opportunities that strengthen leadership and put your service ideas into action, and to really focus on improving the lives of those in need. So kind of basic, but to the point, but you know, if we focus on those, it goes with our 4-way test and we can accomplish some great things.
So Steve, before you go further, we're not seeing your screen, sorry.
Okay, so I'm not sharing.
We're not seeing your slides.
So
Kevin, do I have to do something?
I'm not sure. I thought it would pop up on there that he's trying to show it. You could allow it in like another member.
Okay. So I hit share screen, but am I allowed to? You have to allow me to share the screen. I mean,
So Kim, is there a spot on your, Kim is the one who sets up our meetings. So is there a spot where you have to accept his screen?
No, the only thing I see looks like it's on my end. It says share screen. My screen pops up.
okay.
But I put everybody accepted.
Yeah.
Let's see. So look at my name on participants. Sometimes you can allow me to be a host.
Oh yeah, okay, yep, okay, here we go. Okay,
Okay.
try that.
And now we'll go back to share screen. I'll try.
There you go. They
Okay.
did that time. Perfect. I see you and Deb.
Perfect.
Okay. We'll go from. I'll show you the slides you missed, but just opposite, so it's showing Rotary Office opportunities, Holger, Rotary Theme, and here we are. So
Thank you.
now you got it all. It's going to, from here, I was going to, get my head back on straight. Just a second. Oh, we're having an issue. Okay. Sorry. Got some things pop up on my screen. Gotta get rid of those. Got it. Okay. I do know who my wife is. It's my wife, Deb. She's been my better half, obviously, and my partner for 40 years this summer. And my wife, she doesn't like me calling her partner. So, my business partner, she doesn't mind that, at Raymond Animal Hospital for 35 years, and been a huge supporter of my Rotary endeavors for the last 30 years. So as we were reaching a point in life where we're gearing up for our potential retirement from running the animal hospital, I announced that it was probably my time to step up and take on the role of district governor and try to give back to this organization that's done a lot in my life. And so people ask, why would you want to be responsible for 60 clubs? And well, first, this is her initial reaction, I guess. So she looks very happy trying to strangle me there. But then people also ask, why do I want to be responsible for 60 Rotary clubs and a couple thousand Rotarians across 2 states at this point in life? And so it can't be more difficult to compare to some of the things I do in my day job over the last 37 years. So I've had to face many things like this. So my friend Wolfgang here is certainly can be a bit intimidating. So seriously, Rotary has been a huge part of our lives for the last 30 years. Been blessed with many memorable experiences and met many wonderful people through Rotary. And I'm sure you can say the same, those of you that have been around a while like I have. And I'm hoping I can do a good job of giving back here. So I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and go back to, you get to see me again. And so I would like to, a couple things I've learned about your club with the board meeting and stuff that are great. I've mentioned a few about youth exchange that of course you guys know what you guys have been great in over the years. I'm sorry you can't do your penny sale this year, but I hear you have a duck race coming up on Saturday. In fact, I tried to buy a quack pack today. So the website wasn't working, but we'll still try to work out getting a quack pack so I can help support your efforts there.
Hey, this is Jim. You can buy one from me. Okay,
you know how to get a hold of me, Jim, so figure out how to do that.
I'm winning, David.
So, some other things that you guys have certainly been learned about your club. The Dolly Parton Imagination Library, the literacy project, certainly sounds like something you've done for years. It's a wonderful idea. I've encouraged somebody to get a speaker about that program on our new speakers bureau on the website, so we can share that with other clubs. And I know we're all trying to figure out how to raise money in this time when our major fundraisers are canceled, and because you need people for most of those. So I'm trying to share ideas as I go around and get one from one club to another. One of the ideas that I kind of liked from the Hopkinton Rotary Club that doesn't involve a lot of people is they developed a project where they put up flags during every flag holiday. And so they put a sleeve in the ground when people sign up for it. And so every flag holiday, they go around and they're up to like 400 flags in their community that, so they get, different Rotarians have different routes, and I'm not sure, I think their Interact Club may be involved. And then I just saw that as kind of a neat idea that's kind of a service project and a fundraising idea. Excuse me. That would give you kind of a, regular cash flow fundraiser instead of depending on people in this case, or, pandemics and that sort of thing, but could possibly be a source of regular revenue. Excuse me. So I know the closure of your high school as things are changing in your community, and having youth exchange is not going to be the same. And didn't ask your board how much you guys do in scholarships. Imagine that may change some too. The idea I got from Rutland South is they've let most of their scholarship program go and replaced it with a community grant program, and they feel that they're kind of excited about that, and that they feel they have so much more community exposure and people really know who they are, where scholarships sometimes just help a few kids, and sometimes it gets taken away on the other end by the financial aid committee. So just a thought. And you guys obviously, if some of these ideas strike a nerve, or have a positive, sound good, certainly I can get you more information, but otherwise move on without them. So even though my official title this year is the district governor, I'd like to be thought of as this year's chair of the district leadership team, because we have a very talented group of people that have stepped up to volunteer their time and efforts to make our district, or the clubs in our district, be successful. And I'll highlight a few of them here. We always have a great group of AGs. We have Jeff Mobus, who's come out of AG retirement to be your AG again this year, and it has a wealth of experience that can certainly help. Another one of our strengths is the Rotary Foundation team, and we've having a little bit of technical difficulty with my coordination, but there we go. So we've done a lot already this year, starting with the end of the last Rotary year. We applied for and received a $25,000 disaster response grant, and that went to our New Hampshire and Vermont food banks to address our food insecurity issues that many have with the pandemic. Your club's been a part of our huge effort now for the district-wide COVID-19 global grant project. We had to, for logistical purposes, we had to divide that grant into 3 separate grants. And I'm happy to say, just talked to Tony Gilmore this morning, and Rotary has the pile, we call it, which is all the paperwork and all the donations, and all that is now in their hands as of probably today. And this was a very unique and unprecedented opportunity that we jumped on. Jim kind of helped us with that. And but just give you a quick overview of what we're going to accomplish through this. So the donations from about 32 different Rotary clubs was almost $114,000. And by the time you put our district funds in there, and we got some funds from a district to the north of us, and we also got the matching funds from the Rotary Foundation, and the total amount is almost $341,000. And out of that, another 25,000 is going to the Vermont Food Bank, 56,000 to the New Hampshire Food Bank. The total equipment and personal protective equipment, I guess equipment's like 140,000 and PPE is like 120,000. So it's a huge effort, and we're hoping to have the money back in our hands and back to the district in about 2.5 weeks is kind of what we're anticipating. And of course, we want your club and other clubs to really focus on the PR effort on this, and to you know, presenting checks, or hopefully see some action of what you're doing with the money. And then the next piece will be turning around to have the final report. So once you disperse whatever money project you're doing, then write a quick report so we can add it to the district report. So, but we don't want to stop with these grants. Deb and I have agreed to offer $1,000 for any new global grants that are initiated during this Rotary year. And past District Governor Venu Rao, who's our foundation chair, has agreed to match that. So if you decide to do a global grant this year, you have $2,000 just to get you started. So, and if you connect with other clubs, there's a lot of great things that can happen. We'll continue to match these funds with district funds as far as our district funds last. You know, we've already spent $70,000, so there's not a huge amount left, but we want to put it into action. And we're going to we'll be celebrating these grants and other things with the foundation that we're doing as a district on November 12th. We're going to have it'll be online this year. We usually have a foundation dinner, and I know we have it usually often in your neighborhood there in Chester. But of course, we're going to be online this year. And so that's going to be November 12th, and we'll be able to really celebrate all we've accomplished this year. Another project, which is not directly foundation, but it's I'm having difficulties again, so sorry. But is the MASS project that we have a Connecticut Rotarian who his business is importing masks and other things, and he's already donated like 250,000 masks, and we've had about 28,000 into our district. But the next shipment is going to be a tractor trailer load of 500,000 masks. So if you haven't already, be sure to figure out what organizations in your town can still use masks, and let Nancy, past governor here, Nancy Russell, know. I think we're already up to about 78,000, and just from our district. And so great opportunity, and we're hoping to make that another PR event with our tractor trailer load of 500,000 masks. So you can order up to 2,000, I believe, per organization. That's not your club. I think that's per community organization. So, and but talk to Nancy about that. And another district team that we're excited about is our membership team, which is co-chaired by a couple of past governors, Carolyn Mube and Sandy McGonigal. A lot of Rotarians from around the district, including Barb from your club, are on that committee. And we don't know why things aren't working today, but usually I can do this. But they have several initiatives that they're working on for membership. And we're going to hopefully contact a lot of people that have not renewed and try to figure out what we can do to keep them in Rotary, whether it's in their current club or in another arrangement, satellite club or passport club, and try to keep people involved. We also want to try to have regular new member orientations. Some clubs do a great job of orientating new members. Some could use some help, so you can possibly plug your new members into that. I've been told you have like 3 or so in the process right now, which is great. And also have regular coffee/cocktail hours with representatives from clubs, membership chairs and stuff to talk about keeping things rolling that way. And one of the things we're doing as a district is we're going to have going back to share again, and go back to, got Wolfgang's back. And so we're having a district-wide membership contest. So with this, we're going to encourage each club to have their own membership contest. I'm going to tell you a little bit about one we did in my club here 5 years ago. And so in my Raymond club, we were down to about 22 members, and we'd been more than twice that at one time. And so we decided that we wanted to go for new growth, and we wanted to focus on bringing more women in the club. And we had the town of Fremont's one of our 6 towns, and we didn't have any members. So the way we set up ours is to have a point system. You could get a point for inviting somebody, a point for if them showing up, and 5 points if they join the club, and then double points if they were a lady and they're from the town of Fremont. So that's just the way we did it. Now we have written up some of this that's coming out in the newsletter here this weekend, the district newsletter, and we also have it on the website now. So whoever's taking notes, you don't have to worry about too much detail here. But the idea is to get people thinking about inviting people to Rotary. And so we're going to have some prizes here at the district level. And if you guys decide to do this in your local level, of course, you want to have your own contest, your own rules, and your own prizes. So the results of our contest over 3 years, starting with that contest, we went from 24 or 22 to 36 members. Number of women went up about 50%, and we had not had a woman president in recent years, and we've had the last 4 have been women. So it certainly had a big impact on our club, just with the momentum that we started with our contest. Our contest is going to run from September 1st to April 1st. We kind of figured it would be good to start it, after the start of the district had, start of the year had gone forward. And so prizes, so the pictures here. First prize is from the district level is going to be that Deb and I and other district leaders are going to come, and we're going to put on a cookout for you with marinated steak tips and chicken tenders and fixings and whatever else. And that's going to be first prize. Second prize is going to be a pizza party that will bring some Sam Adams beer and some sodas and some pizza. And third prize will be, we're going to cook breakfast. So whoever gets second prize can choose if they want second or third. But so that's what we're doing. And also every person who brings a new member in, every Rotarian who brings a new member in also is going to be have their name in a drawing for a conference registration for next spring. I'll be talking about the conference here in a minute. But so anyway, the goal is to make it fun and encourage you to make it fun inside your club. And then if you are successful, the highest per capita growth in the club will get the prizes. So that, but again, we have this written up on the district website, and it'll be in the newsletter here shortly. So so keep in mind, there's no wrong age to become a Rotarian. So we're trying to get Rotary younger. The future means we need to have younger people join our clubs, but certainly, as we know, a lot of us are retired or going to be retired, and that's sometimes great people to have in your club because they at least have a little more time and sometimes resources to do great things. So my friend, past International Rotary Director Ken Grabo said that Rotary doesn't have a membership problem, we have a public image problem. So if people really understood what Rotary is about, what we do in our communities in the world, they'd be standing in line to get in. So I think that's sums it up. And with that in mind, we also have another team that's going to be our public image team that's led by Samantha Casista, our new president of the Sauhegan Valley Club. And they have some great ideas of trying to improve our image out there in the community in our district. And they've already had a online fundraiser where they raised $5,000 for local restaurants in our local communities and local heroes. So one of the things we're hoping to do is have a friendship exchange this year. That's one of our casualties of COVID-19. But we're planning to have a group of Rotarians that would be going to South Africa, and a group from South Africa that are coming here. When I say Rotarians, it doesn't have to be just Rotarians. It could be family members, it can be friends and whatever. But Rotary's Friendship Exchange is a phenomenal program for fellowship internationally, and doesn't have to be a big group, but we were kind of planning a group of about a dozen people. And that was going to be exciting, and it's probably put off at least until next fall. So stay tuned on that. If you're not familiar with the program, certainly look it up online. And it's you know, an amazing program. I'm sorry we're not going to be able to do it because of the COVID thing. So another initiative we're excited about that was mentioned on the notes that we talked about the board meeting is that we have a new speakers bureau, and that's online. We probably have about 20 names or more there already, and like to get your Dolly Parton person on there. And but you know, we have some great speakers from all over the Rotary world as well as all over the world. So I know the Wallingford Club recently had somebody from South Africa who's talking about animal conservation. You know, I thought that would be pretty cool. And but there's that's one thing about this new paradigm, I guess, of doing things online. Here I am sitting in Candia, New Hampshire, and you know, I could just as easily be sitting in Perth, Australia, as anything else, except for the time change. And so as we're moving forward from this, you know, we're hoping to really encourage clubs to have a hybrid model. You know, with that being able to do their meetings both. Get back to fellowship as soon as we can safely, and then be having your meetings online. And with that in mind, we're putting together a technology advisory team. That's mostly come together this morning, as a matter of fact. And we have several Rotarians, and one's not a Rotarian yet, that are willing to help clubs with the technology part of it. Some clubs, of course, have people that are great at this, and some of us aren't. So we're going to have that probably on our website here, hopefully within the next week or so, of people you can contact, or you can contact me. And so as you see up here, last thing I want to talk about is we're certainly looking forward to coming back live for a district conference this year. Of course, we couldn't have one this past year. So some exciting things about the one we're trying to do this coming year is going to be in Meredith, New Hampshire on Winnipesaukee. It's at Church Landing. Some of you may have been there for events, but gorgeous place. It's got like four different hotels, different price points and such. But the good news is you don't have to stay there. You can, and they're going to have discounted rates, but we're going to keep the cost of the event down very reasonable, because people are able to make their own arrangements and then possibly even stay in some Rotarians' homes. And so the other thing we're going to do is on Friday night we're not going to start the conference on Friday like usual. We're going to have Friday night, we're going to have a host hospitality night. So the local Rotarians around the Lakes clubs there are going to have several different events. Possibly it might be a dinner in their homes, it might be at a brewery, it might be at a winery, and they'll be optional, but they're gearing up to do a great job of hosting us. And so there'll be a bunch of different options for that. And then the conference will start Saturday morning, all day Saturday, great entertainment, and have a host hospitality night afterwards, and then we'll have a half day on Sunday. So we will just be doing one night, and like I said, you can stay in an Airbnb or stay with Rotarians and whatever, so the actual cost will be quite low. And let's see, is this iPad has entered the waiting room? Are you guys seeing this, or is this just me? Okay, I got to admit somebody. Okay, I admitted somebody. So a couple other slides to go with that. here's the map of the area. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are the four resort hotels there, and gorgeous place. And some other things in the area. We'll have the Castle in the Clouds, and of course we're in the White Mountains, and the beautiful Winnipesaukee Lake. So it's, you know, we'll have discounted rates that will also, people want to make more of a trip out of it, they can do that too. So anyway, that's about, I'm winding down, and you know, some of you are probably thank goodness. But so thanks for allowing me to share. You know, and I can answer any questions if you want to ask any, but otherwise, thanks for all you guys do, and congrats for being a great club for many, many years.
Thank you, Steve. Anyone have any questions? Remember, I can't see everyone at the same time, so if I missed you with your raised hand, let me know.
What was the date of that conference again?
Good question. May 1st and 2nd, and the that host hospitality would be April 30th, so the night before.
Anyone else? Steve, you're the gentleman with the mask. Is that Ted Rossi?
Sounds right, but I don't really know.
So he's a client of ours for our business, and he gave us some as well. So he sent us a couple boxes directly. So we've been using those in our area to give out too.
Great.
So he owns a development here in town.
Okay. Yeah, he's in Connecticut. He's in one of our, excuse me, losing my voice here. So yeah, we're working with the governor, past governor down there, and past Governor Nancy's dealing with that. But I know he's an importer of masks, and he's been doing a bunch. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same one. All right. Well, thank you very much, Steve. We appreciate it. Round of applause. Thanks for all you're doing. And we'll continue. You're welcome to stay, but we'll continue on with the rest of our meeting.
Well, I'll probably sign off. I've got, you know, piles of emails.
That's okay.
And have a great day, and yeah, reach out if you need anything, and we'll see you.
All right. Thank you.